So the big question today in the real estate market is, are we headed for a shift? If you want to find out, stay tuned. Okay, so the question on everyone's mind, if they are considering entering the real estate market or are already in the real estate market and have a house listed or are already actively looking, is where are we headed with this market? So it's not a surprise to anybody. We all know that over the past 2 years, it's been a seller's market because of low interest rates, low inventory, bidding wars and multiple offers, quick sales, and rapidly increasing price gains. So at the beginning of 2022, all of the industry leaders and financial people were looking at what was going to happen with the interest rates because they figured the interest rates were going to have the biggest impact on the market. So predictions in January and February were that the mortgage interest rates were going to hit about 4 by June, 4%. In mid-May of this year, we were already over 5%. So that has definitely made some buyers and sellers, whether they're already in the market or are considering entering the market, a little bit nervous. So let's take a look at what that means for everybody. So for buyers, here are the issues that you're going to face. And it's not all bad. Even though you might think it is, it's not all bad. The rising interest rates and the current economy have unfortunately knocked some of the competition out. So if you are still in the game, you are going to be competing against fewer buyers. So from that perspective, it's good. You should not have to go in with such a high number over list price, and there might not be that scramble to put in offers either, depending on what part of the Pittsburgh area that you're looking to buy. So that's good news. In addition, so even though inventory is not exploding, right, because it hasn't been, and some of the sellers are deciding to stay put because they would have to buy a house probably too, and then they're looking at these interest rates. But what we are seeing is some more foreclosures are coming on the market because of the economy, and also because the moratorium that was put in place during COVID has been lifted. And so we're now seeing those houses, they have been, but they're continuing to trickle onto the market. And so that is something that buyers can look at as well. What about the sellers? So if you are planning to sell your house, know that the market still is favoring sellers slightly, even though it's evening out. But what I would suggest is have your agent come in, if it's not already on the market, and talk with them about what you should be doing to get your house ready. And we've talked about this in past videos, but any fixes you want to do, repairs, any changes you want to make, painting, whatever that is, you probably want to do it now because the cost of those materials and that labor are going to continue to go up, and some people are having difficulty finding the labor. So you want those things done so that your house is ready to go, because the buyers that are out there are anxious and want to be able to move quickly. Another thing benefiting sellers is that if you are in an existing home, buyers are looking to buy existing homes because even though the construction market continues to roll forward, they're having delays in getting their materials, getting the work done, finding labor. And so buyers that are trying to get into a home now are leaning toward buying existing homes. So that's another benefit for sellers. So where does that put us all the way around? The market is starting to level off. In Pittsburgh, they did a study last month that all around the country, Pittsburgh was one of the markets that has softened. And that's not really horrible for anyone. It just means that the playing field has leveled out somewhat for buyers and sellers. Now, it is still a seller's market, but it's not going to be as crazy as it has been for the last 18 months. So just remember, whether you're a buyer or you're a seller, there are always houses to be sold and always houses to be bought. Your real estate agent will help you through the process. You might have to adjust a couple of things, but that's where the real estate market stands right now in June of 2022. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you have any questions for me, email me at sharonrosa@kw.com. I would be happy to help and answer any questions. I will see you here next Friday. Have a wonderful week.